Black Friday looked pretty solid, right? Despite really low consumer confidence, Americans are still spending, right? They're going to the malls, they're shopping online. $18 billion of online shopping on Black Friday alone. That's up by 3% from last year. I mean, that's pretty solid given all the gloom and doom that you're seeing in the polls that would sort of have you believe that, I don't know, everyone's laptops were closed and stayed home from the mall and they all resorted to bartering, right? Not the case. However, when you dig into the numbers a little bit, they don't look quite as great because of the thing that's causing all the gloom and doom, those higher prices that you mentioned, right? Average selling prices, according to Salesforce, were 7% higher than last year. 7%. That's more than twice the overall rate of inflation. That's well more than average wages are up. And order volume was down. And Salesforce
so that means people are taking home less.
Yeah,
right?
They're spending more, Kate, but
right.
they're actually getting less. And what's interesting is that Salesforce, they pin the blame for a lot of this on tariffs, right? Notice they pointed out that price increases really accelerated as the year went by, and that some of the categories seeing the biggest price increases are, yes, they're exposed to tariffs. 6% increase on clothes, 7% on electronics, and 24% on appliances. So you put it all together, and yeah, people are spending more money, but that's in part because prices are higher.
So this is from Black Friday,
yes.
and now we're on the other big, highly promoted deals day of the holiday season. What's expected for this Cyber Monday?
Yeah, some solid increases are expected. Adobe Analytics is projecting a 6% increase for Cyber Monday U.S. online sales to $14 billion. But again, that does not factor in prices, so let's wait and see how the prices actually changed year over year. Now, the good news, though, is that there are still deals to be had.
Right.
Salesforce is projecting that you're going to see significant discounts in appliances and other home goods. Home and beauty, 35% discounts on average expected, and clothing, 37%. I think the bigger question, though, is whether or not these discounts are going to be big enough to lure in the customers who are hurting right now from higher prices. And just one last point from these surveys, it doesn't tell us who's spending money, right? And we know that higher income Americans have planned to ramp up spending, but it's really the lower and middle income Americans that are planning to cut back.
All right.